Oh my gosh, my hair is annoying me. What is that? Please excuse the hair. I don't know what it is doing. Hey, it's Amanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to hang out with me. Today we are doing a full face, well, pretty much full face of Beauty Bakerie products, and I am super excited because I've had these products in my collection for a little bit of time now. I don't know why, I just haven't gotten around to trying them. I originally had a plan to do a wear test with the foundation and then their face palettes, which is so pretty, and I couldn't bring myself to use them quite yet. I figured with all of the current events going on right now and that my friend Karen Harris invited me to put some of my videos that have featured Black owned makeup businesses into a playlist to spread awareness. I really wanted to focus on highlighting those brands and testing out a lot of these products and giving you guys my first impressions. That collaborative playlist will be linked in the description box. There are so many amazing creators in that playlist. I'm very honored that Karen thought of me to contribute my videos to, because there's me and then the Queen Samantha March, Amy Loves Makeup, Annette's Makeup Corner. They are a few creators that I admire, and of course I just love Karen Harris so much. Her and I are very similar when it comes to makeup tastes. I'm very proud of her of creating that playlist and helping to spread awareness. So it's pretty much going to be a full face of Beauty Bakerie items. I have an eyeshadow palette and some face palettes. I also have foundation and concealer, and I figured since I don't have like their powder or setting spray, I do have a lot of Fenty products. Throw in some Fenty products in here. It literally is a bomb brand. I get very excited for every Fenty release. I even bought cream products, and we all know your girl doesn't use cream. Just want to highlight a couple of exceptions. My brows are filled in with the Benefit Goof Proof pencil. I could not find my Fenty one to save my life, and I don't have a liquid eyeliner by Beauty Bakerie or Fenty, so I'll be using this Maybelline one. And then for primer, I have my No Problem on, so I just wanted to disclose all that before y'all roast me in the comments. I will leave my makeup reviews playlist in the description to watch previous makeup reviews. I probably will also create a playlist called B.O.M.B as well, and it will also be added to Karen Harris's playlist as well. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a like. Let's test out some new makeup. Well, makeup that is new to me. I do remember when I picked these up, so they are getting a little bit older, but I don't think it's hit that 12-month shelf life yet. I do remember buying this around the August time frame of last year, so I do need to start using this. Thanks to quarantine, I don't have a nice tan yet. This shade of this Beauty Bakerie Insta Bake foundation does correspond to some of my other summer shades of foundation, so it is going to be a little bit darker on me, which will be okay because I'm still having some texture and redness from a mask that I used. I used it live on one of my lives. I look like Shrek, and then I ended up looking like Bob the Tomato, like my lovely Rebel shirt. To say the least, that mask has since been decluttered. It's by Kinship. I got it in the Trend Mood Volume 5 box. I was very excited for it, and it betrayed me. So we're just gonna give this foundation a shot. It's a full coverage, poreless vegan formula that covers anything left in its wake, from uneven tone to scars and blemishes. I do have a little bit of acne scarring. I got some redness, texture, pores of course. So we'll see how this blends and buffs in, and if it works well in combination with No Problem, shouldn't really have pores. Hashtag I have no pores. That was one of my wedding hashtags because I thought that was hilarious. Oh, it is runny. Man, this makes me miss being in Florida. Growing up in Florida, I had a tan 24/7, and then moving to North Carolina, it was very odd not always having a tan. It's funny because in college for like the breaks, go visit Florida, definitely had to visit the beach because make your friends jealous that you're at the beach while they're getting snow. I'm not used to not being tan all the time, but this foundation blended out super effortless to say the least. It is very full coverage. I don't feel dried out. I feel like I still have locked moisture to my skin. I'm just gonna quickly just go over my eyelid just to match it up because there is a difference going on. I know I should probably bring it down to my neck. That is one thing I hate doing. I hate getting makeup on my shirts. That's just something I'm notorious on doing. I had originally purchased this foundation to do a wear test, so just doing a first impressions. I'm not gonna get like a full idea of how this foundation will wear throughout the day. With how I film, it's gonna be about an hour and a half of footage. Usually around my nose area is a good indicator if it's gonna last throughout the day, because that is just a trouble area where makeup breaks up super quickly on me. My concealer shade's gonna be a little off too. I have the shade 011, and then the foundation shade was 325N. I'm almost a little hesitant on trying this, but just to help brighten a little bit. Plus, I can always use brightening for my under eyes due to dark circles and all that fun stuff. Gotta love college for providing those. It's also blending out really nice. Seems to be on the more hydrating side, but we'll see if it does crease throughout the lifespan of this video. We will definitely be in trouble if that is the case. It will not look cute. Taking the Fenty banana powder to set my face. Love me some banana powders. A little bit in the T-zone. Quickly set my face. I don't have the Fenty or Beauty Bakerie setting spray, so I'm gonna just take my default Gerard Cosmetics. We are gonna create an eye look using the Beauty Bakerie Proof is in the Puddin' eyeshadow palette. I received this in FabFitFun and I just haven't used it, and it would be a wonderful neutral palette. I did do swatches in that video, but I really enjoy doing swatches and you guys seem to really enjoy them, so let's do some. Why not? Rice pudding, chia pudding, bread pudding. Butterscotched, spiced caramel, mango pudding. Nana pudding, warm cocoa, almond jelly. And this is the entire palette swatched. Each swatch had pigment all the way through, whether it was a matte or shimmer. Everything felt really nice and creamy, so I hope that it translates well to the eyes when we take a brush, dip in the pan, and blend it out. I'm gonna start off with bread pudding, and we're going to take this shade everywhere, all over the crease. There is a little bit of kick up, so I'm trying to be brave and go to the waxing salon because these eyebrows and my upper lip definitely need a little bit TLC. But I got my masks, I got hand sanitizer and sanitizing wipes. Even before COVID, like, the salon was really good about being sanitary, but they're even taking more precautions now. And everything is by appointment, no walk-ins, so we'll see. But for the most part, like the mall across the street, pretty much all the stores that I want to go to are still closed. I hope that you guys are staying safe in your areas. But that shade blended out really nice. Beautiful transition shade just to get things going. I think on the same brush, I'm gonna take mango pudding. There's kick up in that shade too. And then we're just going to follow where bread pudding was, but mainly focusing on the area where the lid and crease meet. This shade is also blending out really nice too. Just a nice soft neutral look. I think this palette would pair nice with a pop of color on the lower lash. But I think for this video, we will stick with neutrals. Go ahead and take warm cocoa for the outer V, just because I like to give the outer V some dimension. So it's gonna be like very light tapping and then working up into the crease. This style of look is one of my go-tos. I do it very often in like my eyeshadow palette reviews because I get at least 2 to 3 mattes tested out of a palette and then a few shimmers as well. And then I'm going to take spiced caramel for the lid. A very pretty neutral palette. I'm loving this. But my mind is already thinking of a pop of purple, blue, green. You know you want to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to resist. The shimmer all over the lid would be really nice too if you didn't want to mess with the mattes. I do just want to lightly tap back into warm cocoa and just focus on the area where it and spiced caramel meet. That way there's no harshness. We need some eyeliner. And as I mentioned, I don't have a liquid Fenty or Beauty Bakerie or any other brand like Juvia's Place or Colored Rain in my collection, so I will be taking my Maybelline Hyper Easy Liner for the lid and then the Fenty Beauty for the waterline. I do have some Colored Rain lashes in my little cute case, and these are my favorite lashes. I have my Venus Gale Cosmetics on top, and then I have like these really dramatic ones that I like to use for like the super dramatic looks, like my Madame Medusa look. And then I have my Colored Rain, and every time I wear my Colored Rain ones, I get so many compliments on them, and I definitely need more. I think Colored Rain was the only B.O.M.B brand in my collection that I had lashes from. Now these lashes are gonna be very dramatic for this type of look, but I can't resist. And I'm gonna feel naked if I don't put lashes on. I know, me? Right. I'm going to take my Fenty eyeliner again to tightline. And then for mascara, I have the Fenty. That way my natural lashes, the very little that I have, blend in with these falsies. So I have 3 of their face palettes. We have the Better Not Bitter Coffee and Cocoa palette. This is more of a bronzing palette. This is what it looks like. These square pans are huge. Deja Brew Anti-Depresso You're Grounded La Vida Mocha. Thinking of using this one for bronzer, this one maybe as like a bronze topper. That's something I usually don't do, but thanks to the Samantha March Ofra collab, definitely not opposed trying more glowy bronzers. This shade is definitely bold for me. I'm not sure how I'm gonna be using it. Maybe as like an eyeshadow, it would look super pretty. And I usually stay away from reds and oranges in my bronzers. And I have my Morphe E34 brush. This is my favorite brush to bronze with. And let's take Deja Brew. I love the names in this palette. Start on the forehead. Very natural on me. So I wonder if it can be built up. Then again, I am using my more tan foundation. So if I was using more of like a winter shade, maybe it would be perfect with one layer. And now I'm just gonna lightly tap into You're Grounded. And let's just see how the glowy bronze shade will look. Oh, it's beautiful around my cheek area where we're gonna add some highlighter. One tap is all you need. Those 2 shades are a match made in heaven. I am really glad that I did try You're Grounded. I think it definitely stepped up the bronzer up a notch. Next, we have the Cotton Candy Champagne Blush Lighter palette. This is what she looks like. So these blushes are gonna be a little bit more glowy, more satin and matte. 24-hour champagne diet, Sip Sip Hooray, Stop and Smell the Rosé, No champagne, no gain. Those are all very cute quotes. I need to make little decals or little canvases of those. I think it's the Lunar Beauty's latest blush palette. I've been really enjoying some glowy blushes, so these shades are speaking to me on so many different levels. I might choose 2 because I'm gonna be very indecisive which ones to use. I'm obsessed with all 4 of those. I wish I had 4 cheeks. I mean, I guess I have 2 on my butt, but why would I put blush on my butt? And demonetized. Which blush to choose? That is the question. I think I'm gonna choose Sip Sip Hooray and Stop and Smell the Rosé. So Sip Sip Hooray. Yep, we just went very crazy in, and we will do some light tapping motions over here and pack this baby on. Ooh, look at those cheeks. They are glowing. So beautiful, even if it's emphasizing the hell out of my texture. Let's see what another layer does. Emphasizes it even more. Oh, it's so pretty. Like, oh, who doesn't love a lot of blush on their cheeks? Oh my gosh, we are glowing. And then add some highlighter. Oh my gosh, these cheeks are exposed. Stop and Smell the Rosé is gonna go on this cheek. I think I like this one a little bit better because you can see more of the blush shade as opposed to just more glow with Sip Sip Hooray. Pack this bitch on and whoo, cheeks whoo. Jigsaw, he ain't ready for this. Gorgeous shades, super glowy, way out of my comfort zone, but I am low-key living for it. And if Jigsaw loves it, I'm okay. And then lastly, we have the Milk and Honey highlighting palette, which I don't know how much more glowy we need on this look, but you know what? We are gonna beam to the gods in this look. Oh honey, queen being, spoiler alert, be sweet. And these are all of the face swatches. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed. I cannot wait to add highlighter into this mix. Once again, I don't know which shade to choose. I feel like Oh Honey and Spoiler Alert are gonna be a little too much because of how emphasized the cheeks are already with those blushes. So maybe Be Sweet. The blush stole the show. You don't even need highlighter. So I have my first Fenty liquid lipstick. I bought the Lunar New Year set from Sephora, and unfortunately, the highlighter, she broke. I tried repressing it and it just looks like a mess, but they are sending a replacement, so I can't wait to try it. But this was also part of that set, and I might take the Fenty gloss over it because I have just been loving a liquid lip and gloss duo so much. One of my new obsessions, just like this really glowy blush that we got going on. It's all very new, very exciting for me. I'm just going all out right now. The doe foot is very interesting, and it used to be like the turn off point for me on buying one of her liquid lipsticks, and I realized it actually helps really well with application. It dried down super quick. A lot of formulas kind of take a while to dry down, but this was like almost instantaneous drying down. It does feel matte, but it's not like uncomfortably dry matte, but matte enough for me to still add some gloss over this. Plus this gloss confetti is stunning. Along with that Lunar New Year set, I also picked up the gloss set because I forgot to pick it up during the holiday 20% off, and I'm glad that they came back with it for the Memorial Day sale. And Fenty's glosses is one of my favorite formulas of all time. That is stunning. The glosses are not sticky, super comfortable, smell delicious, and it gives the lips that very juicy look to them. And then lastly, just gonna set the face again with some Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray. I've been wanting to try some of Beauty Bakerie's lip products. Let me know in the comments below which ones are your favorite, and I definitely want to get their setting powder and maybe their setting spray just to try the whole brand. Their packaging is on point, super cute, and I really liked how everything worked out. It's been almost an hour and a half now and my nose isn't breaking up, but I just realized I forgot to smoke the lower lash and add an inner corner in. It's something that I don't do when I do a neutral look like this. I remember to do lashes though, plus the lashes is definitely the focal point of the eye look, but I'm really excited about all these products that I tried. I can't believe I've been sleeping on them for this long. I definitely have to keep these face palettes out some more because I'm just obsessed with how everything looks. Plus I want to try the highlighters with more of a matte blush because they kind of get lost with how glowy and intense the blushes are, which I am not complaining on that, but it's just stealing the thunder of the poor little highlighters. I am obsessed with the bronzer combination. Oh my gosh, that is going to be one of my go-tos for the summer. The eyeshadow palette is a huge hit as well. Everything blended out super effortlessly. It's a good go-to neutral look. I do have more natural looking falsies that I might try with this palette down the line because these lashes definitely are intense for an eye look like this. But overall, I am loving Beauty Bakerie. I am instantly obsessed, and I would love to know in the comments below which Beauty Bakerie products have you used. I would love to know what your recommendations are, that way I can add them to my wish list, and also let me know what some of your favorite B.O.M.B brands are. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely want to do one with Juvia's Place. I wasn't thinking of doing a dedicated one to Fenty because I did a full face of Fenty previously when BOXYCHARM did the Fenty takeover, so I can link that video for reference as well. And that video is also already loaded into Karen Harris's playlist. I might be able to do like a swatch party type video with Colored Rain, and please don't forget to check that playlist that Karen Harris created. I know I've said that like 10 times in this video. Raising awareness is something that I'm very passionate about, so I'm just going to keep mentioning it and posting resources to educate, help donate, and sign petitions. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and if you don't, I appreciate your view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.